Are you looking for the ultimate sports gift for the sports lover in your family for Father's Day and graduation?
Now, in addition to NBC's great Olympic coverage, you can order 3 cable channels of incredible non-stop Olympic action. More tears, more glory, more excitement, 24 hours a day. All your favorite events in their entirety, completely uninterrupted. You get to watch what you want, when you want to watch it. More sports than you ever dreamed. The Olympics Triplecast. If you love the Olympics, there's only one place you can see all the drama, all the action, every winning moment. All the excitement of the '92 Summer Olympics is as close as your phone. You can't get this offer anywhere else. To order the Olympics Triplecast, call now. 1-800-OLYMPIC. That's 1-800-OLYMPIC. The Olympics Triplecast. It's an Olympic lover's dream.
Makes the perfect gift for the sports fan in your life.
It's a battle of the minds this Sunday on High Q. Match wits with high school students as they square off in this game of quick recall. Test your High Q this Sunday morning only on Wave 3.
Depend on Bob Domini's Sportscast, weekdays on Wave 3 News.
Live from downtown Louisville, the 1992 Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. The Pegasus Parade is exclusively sponsored by Commonwealth Insurance, a member of the Capital Holding family. This Wave 3 broadcast is brought to you by Hardee's. And now, here are your hosts, Today Show weatherman Willard Scott and Wave 3 news anchor Don Schroeder.
They say one picture's worth 1,000 words, Don. This says it all, right?
1,000 bites.
1,000 bites. 1,000 points of bite, as President Bush would say. This is from Cookies by Design. It is sunshine, and that's what we have in abundance today. Hello and welcome again to what promises to be the most exciting Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade ever.
We're going to beam up today, you know.
You know, Scotty, that's what I understand.
Absolutely. William Shatner, better known as Captain Kirk at the Starship Enterprise, has made his way through the galaxy to join us for this year's festivities. Great, huh?
And the computer's going to get a hernia beaming me up.
That's right.
Hey, your nose job looks good.
Thank you.
Your new
hair is good, working out.
Boy, he's a man of parts. He's the Grand Marshal of this parade, the 37th annual Pegasus Parade. Mr. Shatner is the Pegasus Parade, and he will be accompanied by a lot of pomp and circumstance, including over 25 marching bands.
And don't forget all of the other beautiful parade units that will exemplify this year's parade theme, Celebrate Kentucky, a colorful tribute to Kentucky's bicentennial celebration.
200 years of tradition.
That's right, Willard. And speaking of tradition, this is your 11th year to join us for the festivities.
And I'm proud to say it. I appreciate every single minute of it. I look forward to it. That's the way to kick off the year. The greatest civic celebration in the world, followed by the greatest horse race in history.
And I got to say that you, the viewers, have the best seat in the house for today's pageantry.
You got it, Uncle Don. And Wave 3 meteorologist John Belsky will give us his perspective along the points of the parade route. Let's check. John. Hello, John.
Hey, Willard. Hey, how you doing there, Willard? Hey, I've got the best seat in the house right here, curbside right on Broadway. A happy crowd ready for the parade. Are you all ready for the parade? Yeah! Perfect weather. We're going to have a great time. We'll check back with you all later on.
Boy, it is a great day, isn't it?
It's the best in the business.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to have a very busy afternoon.
I agree. I concur. Listen, hark, I hear a parade coming. Hey, man, we were hot. We were hot. Hey, we're having a big time to start things off. And there he is, old Quick Draw McGraw. That's Deputy Dog out there. You know, he takes a bite out of crime, that fella. And the lead car in the 37th Pegasus Parade, of course, is Crime Buster, the only talking police car in all America. A computer enables Crime Buster to speak to the 300,000 plus spectators lining this 1.7-mile parade route. And Crime Buster is the property of the Louisville Division of Police Crime Prevention Unit, and Crime Buster was created to promote safety and to deliver crime prevention messages. Is that not correct, Uncle Don?
You have got that absolutely correct. You're off to a flying start. Fine start. The official honor guard of the 1992 Pegasus Parade is comprised of representatives of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Jefferson County, and the City of Louisville. Looking at the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Jefferson County, City of Louisville Color Guard. The state, county, and city have been staunch supporters of the festival since the inception of our celebration. Do you remember the year, Willard? 1956.
1956.
Absolutely.
I remember that year.
This unit provides memorial services for the law enforcement members throughout the Commonwealth. This unit's members are volunteer, and they are chosen by abilities to perform drill ceremonies.
And moving right along, the University of Louisville Marching Band.
Yes, sir.
What kind of parade would this be without one? We've got about 25 bands in this one. And take a look at the Cardinal Marching Band, representing one of the oldest and largest universities here in the great Commonwealth of Kentucky, as the official band for Saturday's 118th Run for the Roses. The U of L band will perform My Old Kentucky Home, a stirring and traditional way to begin the program. And I think they're about to start. Let's pick up on that band if we can. Well, in the vernacular of band business, that was known as a tootle of the flute. We haven't had the crash of the big bass drum, but trust us, they, uh-oh.
Here we go.
Hey, that's my agent, William Morris. Pretty obvious that's not My Old Kentucky Home, but
No, but they're stepping off the parade to a nice start here.
that's a little bit of Chico's Babaloo, Babaloo, I think. Even the clowns in Kentucky are gorgeous. I saw two of those young ladies just walk by. I got a close-up look, and I got to be honest, Don, I'm in love.
You need to clean those glasses again.
I don't fall in love easy, baby. I mean, I just hang around here. I've never seen so many pretty women.
There's the U of L Cardinal.
That is not possible that he could ever become a Kentucky Fried Chicken, is it? I mean,
Not possible, no.
No, we'd
Howard
never-
Schnellenberger would never allow that.
we'd never eat the symbol, right?
That's right.
Okay, the University of Louisville Band is a Pegasus Parade tradition, and tradition's what this parade is all about. And so is Commonwealth Insurance and its parent company, Capital Holding. You know, this is the 6th year in a row that Commonwealth Insurance has sponsored the Pegasus Parade. And here are just a few of those great folks who made this parade possible. For instance, take a look. I don't know if you can see him yet. Tom Siegel, who is Senior Vice President of the Commonwealth Insurance Marketing Team.
Well, Willard, also along for the ride today are the 5 lucky people who were specially elected by their fellow employees at Commonwealth Insurance to represent their company in this prestigious procession. They are joined by 3 of the top field representatives from Commonwealth Insurance. You know, hundreds of employees of Commonwealth Insurance and its parent company, Capital Holding, have worked on this parade, and you got to admit they have outdone themselves again.
We say green and white is dynamite.
Yes, sir.
And they're here once again presenting Capital Holdings Pegasus Pride, a 4.5-story tall floating horse. Can you see the horse?
I can. Almost. Almost.
You see I'm watching. I was watching a soap opera. I'm sorry. I've just turned to the right channel. It's the Pegasus Parade banner for Capital Holding. Now we're going to show you those balloons. Take a look at this.
Beautiful.
Is this not dramatic? Huh?
We're building up to a big beginning here, you know.
60-foot tall balloons, right?
Any moment now, those 4 60-foot tall balloon spirals are going to part, letting Capital Holdings Pegasus Parade out of the gate.
Huh. Look what's
Whoa.
up. Look what.
He's off.
Is that exciting? Now that is dramatic. Is that the first time we've seen this? I don't recall this.
Gorgeous.
It is dramatic. They've done it. They've done it right now. Capital Holdings Pegasus Pride is out of the gate and up to a winning start.
And so is the 37th annual Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade, Willard. What an incredible sight. Giant balloon, green and white entourage, going down Broadway. It's beautiful.
Green and white balloons, green and white banners, green and white streamers. Hey, you know something? I think I see a pattern here.
That's because green and white are the corporate colors of Commonwealth Insurance and Capital Holding.
No, you son of a gun. After 6 years, you'd think I'd remember that, but it really is exciting.
The Lemon Bay High School Marching Band, Willard.
Welcome to the Manta Ray from Lemon Bay from high school in Inglewood, Florida. Not only is this time first Pegasus Parade appearance for the band, but also the debut of their new West Point style white, navy, and orange uniforms. And the band members financed their participation here in the Pegasus Parade by hosting a 24-hour band marathon. While the music comes up and we hear that band play, we're going to take our first commercial break, but we will be back. Bring that band up.
Good. See you at 5:30, Terry.
And in college already? I'm glad we tailored your policy to help with the tuition.
Don, we have your benefits check. Can I come by tonight?
This looks fine. So then you'll get the volunteers together?
Got it covered. Oh, and good luck with Terry tonight.
Hi, Terry.
Ready to get beat, Daddy?
Oh, you optimist.
Commonwealth Insurance. People who care about what's important. People.
The Downs. The first horses ran here in 1875, over 100 years ago. And as that first flag dropped on that first race, there was a bank here that was already 21 years old, Liberty National. When all this was still open fields, Liberty was at work helping a young river town get up on its feet. And they've been backing that town ever since. Remember, there are horse races, and there is the Derby. There are banks, and there is Liberty.
Thursday only, 10 to 10 only. Find spectacular savings at Circuit City's one-day sale. Get our lowest price ever on this JVC compact VHS camcorder, just $699.97. Get a big price break on this Sony CD player, now $99.97. And this 2-channel AT&T cordless phone is a low $64.97. Don't miss the one-day sale, Thursday only at Circuit City.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
Welcome back to the Phillies Award winner Pegasus Parade tradition that today's first float is sponsored by the Phillies Incorporated, a Kentucky Derby Festival support group formed in 1959. The float features the first Phillies queen and former governor of Kentucky, Martha Lane Collins. Riding on the elegant black, silver, and gold float is this year's Kentucky Derby Festival queen, Michelle Mays, and her court. Michelle was selected by the Spin of the Wheel during last week's Gala Derby Ball.
You came in second, you know.
Did I again?
Yes, I hate
every year.
I'm sorry to tell you, to break it to you, you lost again. But I don't know. You're just not dancing with the right gang. I don't know what's the matter with you.
I don't get it. You got to admit, she's a lot prettier than anybody in this booth.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think you're a pretty exciting fella. Now, they're beautiful ladies, all right. No two ways about that. I just saw a great sight. One of our camera guys was out there, and the banner came by, and he was trying to get a cute shot, you know. Knocked him right on his pasta. Take a look at these. They're all watching this parade, and they want Don and I to run for president. They're not happy with anybody running for president this year, and they want Don and Willard to run.
They're delirious from the sun today.
She's
all of the
77
sun.
degrees. She's waving just to me, the princess is.
You think?
Yes.
Good-looking float. The float was designed by local artist Sue Ann Sanders and float builder Harold Page, and is supported by the generous contributions of Churchill Downs and Delta Airlines.
Did you ever drive one of those things?
Never have.
Hey, this is my part. These beautiful Cadillacs are the official vehicles of the Kentucky Derby Festival, and they're driven today by the volunteer members of the board of directors of the Kentucky Derby Festival. And did you know, Don, that each director is driving the car to which they were assigned to use during, get this, the 6 weeks preceding and including the celebration. You get the use of a Cadillac if you're on the board for 6 weeks. I want to be on the board. I love that new Cadillac. It's you know something? Since the early 70s, the Cadillac Motor Car Division of General Motors has annually provided these beautiful cars to our friends. And to help make the directors even more efficient, they're given Nokia 101 portable phones from a Cellular One to use during the festival. In fact, yours is ringing right now. Why don't you answer it?
You know, you would look good in one of those cars. You'd fill the car up, but you would look good.
I could sit in the back and drive.
You're looking at the Honorable Governor Burton Jones. Kentucky Governor Burton Jones joins us to celebrate Kentucky and the Pegasus Parade. Governor Jones currently presides over the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and you may or may not know this, Willard, but this is Kentucky's 200th year of statehood. Governor Jones was elected as the 54th governor of Kentucky in November of last year, and the Jones established Airdrie Stud Farm over in Midway, Kentucky, as a thriving thoroughbred operation of international renown. And today, the governor is riding one of his prized thoroughbreds. Governor Jones is honorary member of the board of directors of the Kentucky Derby Festival. And the governor riding the horse down Broadway. You don't see that in every state you go to.
You certainly don't. Not in many of your eastern states. You see it out west. But this great Commonwealth of Kentucky with all of its beautiful bluegrass and limestone and gorgeous people, happy bicentennial. You know, for the last 31 Pegasus parades, count them, 31, the Jefferson County Mounted Sheriff's Posse has certainly become a parade fixture. And they're attired in the official uniform of the local Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, and their 15 horses sport Western tack and are marching in a stately formation. Formed primarily, did you know that posses originally were not to hunt, villains or bad guys? They went out to look for lost children.
Didn't know that.
I didn't either. I read it, and look at the bottom of the page. It's
I see that right there.
Yeah, see it? It says lost children in the rugged terrain in the old western states.
I thought you knew all this stuff. You're reading this stuff, aren't you?
I don't want to break. Listen, you've worked with me before.
Why don't they give me one of those books? That's pretty handy.
I get all the smart material because I paid the director.
That's pretty handy to have a book. I think I should get a book.
I think you ought to quit ad-libbing and read that stuff once in a while. Try it. It's good for you.
Some good-looking animals out there. Beautiful horses.
Wished I could meet Teresa Blake. I've got the biggest absolute crush on Teresa Blake. She's one of my favorite people in the whole world.
Well, if you weren't tied to that headset and microphone, you'd be able to, because she is coming down the street here.
That's not her.
That's not her right there. No, I know that.
Hi. There she is.
Teresa Blake is here, and there she is. She's the one on the left. Representing daytime drama from the Emmy Award-winning show All My Children.
Now that's the worst ad-lib I've ever seen. She's the one on the left. Of course,
she
that
is.
Hairy thing sitting next to her.
I didn't know if you knew that.
What channel are you watching? Hey, listen, making their first Pegasus parade appearance today is the Kentucky Laborers Training Trust Fund float, celebrating Kentucky's bicentennial with timeless tradition. You know bicentennial means 200?
I knew that.
Yeah, oh, you knew that. Smart, I like the new realities. The float features the work that Kentucky's laborers have done in the past and the great things that we can expect in the future. And the Kentucky Laborers District Council, together with affiliated local unions and the cooperation of the union construction contractors, created a joint laborers training school to improve the construction industry right here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And they are doing it. We are growing. The next 200 will be even better, and you can believe that.
I'll bet you're pretty handy around the house, speaking of unions and laboring and working.
I'm an old after man. Yeah, I got my card. I pay my dues. Yeah,
Me too. Me too. You're looking at the 7th Kentucky Volunteer Infantry.
Now you're making
United
up words.
States Army and the Saxton's Cornet Band. In 1990, this unit was proclaimed by the governor of Kentucky as Kentucky's official union reenactment unit. You know, Kentucky was kind of split on that whole thing back in the 1860s.
Well, Stephen Foster, he wrote Dixie,
right.
didn't he? No, he didn't. He didn't write Dixie. I lied about it.
No, he didn't. But I bet he could have.
He could have written Dixie.
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with more of the
Ohio,
1992 Pegasus
He
parade.
wasn't even from Kentucky, Stephen.
Bardstown,
Pennsylvania.
With the Hardee's Kid Special, Mom and Dad can feed their 4 kids for $4. Dad can feed his son and the rest of the basketball team for $5. And Mom can feed her kid, a neighbor's kid, and a kid she doesn't even know for $3. You see, with the Hardee's Kid Special, 1 kid eats for $1. It's for parents who want to feed their kids delicious food for not a lot of money. A regular hamburger, small fries, and a kid's drink, all for $1. Hardee's Kid Special, at only $1 per kid, it's an offer too good to refuse.
Hey, you gonna eat that last fry?
Truck buyers, how much would you expect to pay for all this equipment? $2,000, maybe $3,000? Only Chevy S10 Southern States Edition gives you all this for just this. Over $2,900 worth of equipment for what you'd expect to pay for air alone. Plus, get $750 in factory cash. Test drive the Southern States Edition S10 during the Kentuckiana Chevy Dealer Spring Sell-a-thon today.
Kingfish Restaurants proudly presents Shrimp as You Like It. Cool, delectable shrimp cocktail served up with our special tangy sauce. A feast of golden fried shrimp, alone or combined with plump cocktail shrimp. Or as a delicious variation on a theme, a duet of crisp fried shrimp and tender whitefish. Or shrimp and delicate pan-fried oysters in perfect harmony. Shrimp as You Like It, fixed especially for you at Kingfish Restaurants.
Beware, Mikey, of things in the dark. Cause Dad's taking us to Kings Island and the Phantom Theater. Phantom Theater? Down in the shadows, there's this guy, and he looks like this. It was the Maestro. Who? The Maestro, that's who.
I didn't say who.
You didn't?
Phantom Theater. New at Kings Island. Now save a full $5 with coupons from McDonald's.
77 degrees. It is beautiful here in Louisville for this fabulous parade today. And here is the Spartan Marching Band from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, right near Pittsburgh. The band 190 members strong, and they're playing Bravura. Bravura, the style of music which has become their trademark. Let's listen to that style of music, Bravura. Bravura.
First place at the Sweepstakes Award, General Electric Float, representing Kentucky's natural beauty is the GE Float. The float was designed to depict a cave, one of Kentucky's natural wonders. It is complete with a working waterfall on a float.
Can you believe that?
Not really.
I mean, these things are spectacular.
It really is. Has several animated creatures, but it has a working waterfall on the General Electric Float this year. That's amazing. On top of the float is a park area, which represents Kentucky's many park systems. And I got to tell you, Willard, you need to just take a vacation and go to one of our parks. They are beautiful, the state parks in Kentucky.
They got on this float, you see there's stalactites and stalagmites.
Lots of those in Kentucky, too, I might add.
Do you know which is which?
One goes up, one goes down.
You got it. You're not only brilliant, you're scientifically inclined. I think stalactites are the one on the top. I remember that with a T.
I'm sure you'll hear about it.
Hey, we got an elephant in this parade today.
You mean Mickey?
Mickey is from the Louisville Zoo. And I'm telling you, there's no elephant. They are so lovely. They are so loyal, so dependable, and so beautiful. Mickey weighs in at 15, count them, 1,500 pounds, and it's 7 years old. My kind of guy.
You had lunch with Mickey, didn't you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I ate him under the table, as a matter of fact. He couldn't even come close. He had 17 of Huber's. Did you eat those strawberry?
The strawberry cake from Huber's? Ooh, it was wonderful.
That zoo would, Nicky would defect. He'd leave the zoo for those strawberry
We got
cakes.
some music for your strawberry cake. Caverna Band, another first-timer in the Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. The Caverna Band is from Horse Cave, Kentucky. Caverna is located between two south-central Kentucky cities, Horse Cave, Cave City, and is near Mammoth Cave National Park. Caverna Colonels represent Kentucky every 6 years in a trip to Washington, D.C.
Hey, they're worth every penny of it. They're beautiful. Appreciate that. Louisville Mayor Jerry Abramson, Jefferson County Judge Executive David L. Armstrong, two of our dignitaries riding in two fantastic automobiles. We welcome them to our parade today. These two gentlemen who need virtually no introduction to many of our local folks, Louisville Mayor Jerry Abramson and Jefferson County Judge Executive David L. Armstrong, both are avid supporters of the Kentucky Derby Festival.
And the Southern Indiana Paint Horse Club. Bet you didn't know a horse could paint.
I've seen a couple.
You're looking at him right here. The third time is a charm, and today marks the continued participation of the Southern Indiana Paint Horse Club in the Pegasus Parade. This is the only equine club in our area that features these spotted horses. All of these 20 horses appearing today are registered paint horses. Both the horses and the riders sport the club colors of teal, accented with black and white, and a good-looking group.
You remember the old expression in the Western, saddle up old paint.
I remember that.
That's right. Or in this case, paint up the old saddle.
Paint up the old saddle, or let the horse have the brush and do the painting himself.
That's right. And leave the driving to us.
Yeah, that's right.
We've just dropped every single slogan there is known to man. Now there's a lady with a job. She's got the broom. I think they work on the Today Show, don't they? They follow us around.
You've had your mornings. You may have needed that.
Hey, the Grayson County Middle School Band. And this band is composed of all 7th and 8th grade students from Grayson County Middle School near Litchfield, Clarkson, and Caneville, Kentucky. That's the Tri-City area. And the students are only in this middle school for 2 years, so they have virtually a new group every year. And that's important because we want you to know how skilled they are and how well they work together, even being together for such a short time. And they sold chocolate candies to finance their trip to the parade. And if they'll come by the booth after the show, any candies that they have left over, I'll give them 50 cents on the dollar. And I'll get them home.
And you'll eat them right then,
right
on the spot.
There, on the spot. I never met a chocolate bonbon I didn't like. Let's hear those youngsters play from Grayson County Middle School.
And the Governor's Award winner, here's one of the founding members of the Pegasus Parade, the Philip Morris Float. The float is named the Celebration and was designed to honor Kentucky's bicentennial with excitement and energy. The live entertainment on the float is provided by the people at Jazzercise. Sit down, Willard. You can't exercise all the time.
Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2,
Jazzercise. With the mirrors and glittering fireworks, it certainly celebrates Kentucky and the state's 200th birthday. Philip Morris USA is a division of Philip Morris Companies. Philip Morris, of course, is the world's largest consumer packaged goods company and has operated in Louisville, right down Broadway here to your left, Willard, about 18 blocks since 1944.
That's terrific. That's a great float, too. That's a beautiful.
That is a good-looking float, isn't it?
Those people are having fun on it. How many on there? Must be about 50 people on that float.
And they all weigh, totaled, just a little more than you do. Isn't that remarkable how that works out?
That's because they're thin. I mean,
If
if I got out and did that and exercised and knocked, if I could shake and bake,
that float would collapse.
That thing would fall right there. It would register on the Richter scale. Look at them. I'll be right there. Hang in there. Orleans High School Band is coming up next. Don't you miss it. Listen, they're really going bananas up there, aren't they? Now, they got to do this for 1.7 miles. Joining us today for their first Pegasus Parade appearance is the Orleans Bulldog Regiment from Orleans, Indiana. And today the Bulldogs are performing Showdown to get everybody in the mood for Derby races taking place this weekend. Friday, Saturday, check it out. The big Derby race, of course, Saturday. The Bulldog Regiment has received 7 consecutive superior ratings at the District Marching Band Contest in Indiana. And let's hear them. They are good. They're playing now. Let's make this thing work. Fantastic. Okay, gang, thank you again. Orleans High School Band, welcome. You'll be back again if you want to. We'll be right back. Do not go away. We got a break for the commercials right now.
The 92 Derby Festival Chow Wagons. 3 great ways to celebrate. Downtown, Outlets Mall, and Dixie Manor. Admission is free with a Pegasus pen. Enjoy live music on the Miller Time Talent Stages. Sponsored by Miller, Miller Lite, Miller Genuine Draft, and Genuine Light. Enjoy the music while you chow down on your favorite festival food. The Derby Festival Chow Wagons. Don't miss the fun. And remember, Kentucky Harvest accepts food donations at each location. The 92 Derby Festival Chow Wagons.
Right now at Winston Pittman's Cardinal Dodge, get a 92 Shadow for only $69.88. Take on any job with this Dakota starting at $89.88. Or drive home this family minivan for as low as $12,988. The best deals on wheels, Cardinal Dodge, 5311 Dixie Highway.
Derby Festival, celebrate Kentucky.
Let's all join in the fun. Celebrate festival day and night. As the party goes on, rain or shine.
Derby Festival, celebrate Kentucky.
Celebrate,
celebrate festival.
all the racing experts agree. On Derby Day, the best way to get to Churchill Downs is on Tark. Not the fanciest way to get around town, but maybe the smartest.
It's a battle of the minds this Sunday on High Q. Match wits with high school students as they square off in this game of quick recall. Test your High Q this Sunday morning, only on Wave 3.
Welcome back, and we invited the weatherman from today's show again because we wanted beautiful weather.
You got it.
We did.
Do I lie?
Sometimes.
Yes, I don't lie, but I do bend the truth. Look at this guy. And he's got a mouse and some cheese. Who could ask for more? And that is one happy cat. Felix, since 1919, has entertained millions of fans all over the world, making his debut in the Pegasus Parade. He's been around other places before, you know. Felix is sponsored by Dairy Mart and has a crew of 35 volunteer handlers. And Felix has been the mascot for the New York Yankees. I believe Felix has been in the Macy's Day Parade, Thanksgiving. And you know that he was also, Felix the Cat was the original model for black and white television when it was first.
That's true.
Back in 1929 or something like that. I remember.
Long time ago.
What do they say about long-term memory? I don't know who you are, but I know where I was in 1929.
Well, you were probably not in Corydon, Indiana. This is the Corydon Central High School Band from the first state capital of Indiana. Did you know that, Willard?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, Corydon, Indiana.
Why'd they move it?
It was a little too far south.
Oh, okay.
Corydon Central Marching Panthers from Corydon, Indiana. Let's give a listen here.
Never called me when they decided to move it. Fantastic, the Corydon Central High School Band. And speaking of fantastic, take a look at Dwayne Allen, Joe Bonsall, Richard Sturban, and Steve Saunders. They are, in turn, the Oak Ridge Boys, Kentucky's favorite harmonizers, back again at the Pegasus Parade. The crowd loves them, and so do we. I wish we could get them out here to sing for us. Come on, boys, give us a toot on the tooter.
The Kentucky Derby Festival GMC minivans, and this is a Willard fantastic unit.
Fantastic. Hey, that's my line.
Sorry, I had to use it.
You son of a gun. You're stealing all my stuff.
I had to use it. This year, as in many years in the past, the community-minded GMC Truck Dealers Association loans a fleet of their sharp safari vans to the Kentucky Derby Festival. And obviously they use them to get a lot of work done. They're used by members of the festival's board of directors and staff during the entire Kentucky Derby Festival. Today, 6 directors are showing off their GMC vans in the Pegasus Parade.
I love the Tri-Cities area of Norris City, Omaha, Enfield, all in the great state of Illinois. And the high school band is here today from Little Egypt area of Southern Illinois in the Norris City Fighting Cardinals High School band uniforms. You know why they call it the Little Egypt area of Illinois?
Very similar to the Delta region of the Nile, I believe.
If there's anything
Very similar.
Can't stand is a smart aleck co-partner who reads my next line of the script. I'll move on to line 3. Did you know the band actually is made up of over 1/3 of the entire student body of this rural school? Did you know that, smart aleck?
I didn't know that.
What's the other 2/3 do?
They're carrying the flags.
They're great. I love their outfits.
Right behind the band, coming down the parade route, are the fabulous Belgian horses of J.T. Barger from Brandenburg, Kentucky. Leading the way are Tom and Shorty, and they're pulling an Amish-built wagon made of red oak and walnut with a chrome trim.
Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that.
That is beautiful. Very nice. We have more of the 37th Annual Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade when we come back. Stay with us.
That was beautifully done, I might add.
Hi, Casey Kasem again for America's Top Sellers. What's the #1 selling small car in America?
Casey will return in a moment, but first, here's some important news about Ford Escort. Right now, you can get cash back or low financing on America's favorite small car. Don't wait. See your local Ford dealer today. And now, the answer to Casey's question.
Top honors go to the Ford Escort as the best-selling small car in America. For America's top sellers and your local Ford dealers, I'm Casey Kasem.
I squeeze a dime out of every nickel I make. Don't you? And I've learned a few tricks along the way. Like when my transmission started to slip, I didn't mess around with some local garage. I found an expert. I found Mr. Transmission. Great prices, free towing, nationwide warranty. They're better equipped to work on any of today's cars, and they do the job right the first time. Now there's a value this shopper appreciates.
Guaranteed.
See your local Yellow Pages for a location nearest you.
Home heating's changed a lot since we opened back in the 40s, like the Lennox Pulse furnace. It created the ultra-high efficiency market. Of course, we've changed too. We're constantly training our people to keep up with the latest technology. Good installation is just as important as the furnace, maybe more so. The little things we do make a difference. That's why people trust Prudential.
Accept nothing less than Lennox quality and Prudential experience.
Hey, I'm sorry you missed the llamas. They were here a minute ago, but they just went by. They were beautiful, and we thank them for appearing in the parade. They are dynamite, just dynamite. We continue on. 77 degrees here. Snider General American Air Filter floats, reminding us that it's only 6 months until college basketball begins. They don't like basketball here in Kentucky, do they?
Oh, not at all. Or across the river in Indiana.
No, these people just sort of...
They really don't.
They pretend.
Very lackadaisical about it.
They don't want to offend the school, so they pretend to get excited, jump up and down and yell and pull trees out of the ground with their teeth.
Got to tell you, on board this Snider General American Air Filter float is Mr. Basketball, Tick Rogers from Hart County, and also Miss Basketball of Kentucky from Bullitt East High School, Becky McKinley. They are on board today, so we are among greatness here.
That's terrific. Well, they obviously, they say this part of the country, they go gaga over basketball. They really do. It's about one of the greatest things that's ever happened. And they really do throw themselves into it. I mean, it's so nice because the families support the teams and the families support the kids.
All the way from elementary school right on up.
From the beginning. I mean, kid goes out in the backyard and has one of those things glued to the garage, you know, and they sit there and they slam dunk. Can you slam dunk?
I used to be able to.
When I was about 15, I think I could slam dunk donuts, you know, from across the room, but no.
You've never lost the touch?
No, never. Still hot and drying.
Looks like Rick Pitino and the Kentucky Wildcat right there. The Valley High School Band. Here's the Marching Viking Band from Valley High School. That's in southwest part of Louisville. This band is made up of almost 40% freshmen at Valley High and is celebrating 56 years in operation. This year, the Marching Viking Band placed first in marching competition and has a superior rating at the Kentucky Music Educators Association Festival. That was in March.
That's terrific.
Yes, very nice.
I just saw Elvis a minute ago.
Again?
Yes. He was down at the 7-Eleven. I saw him down there buying one of those, you know.
Buying donuts?
No, I think he was getting a copy of Star Magazine, I think.
Huh? He's probably still in there. They probably haven't quoted in there from this week.
I didn't see what he was reading. He looked like he wouldn't be alone. Larkin Malloy portrays Clay Alden, the devious son of the rich Alden clan on ABC's Living. That's what I like, Living. He was nominated for an Emmy Award in 1984 for Outstanding Actor portraying Schuyler Whitney in The Edge of Night. Also won the Afternoon TV Best Actors Award twice for the same role. You won an award twice for the same role, didn't you?
It was a cinnamon roll, I believe.
That's the closest you ever got to. But that was good. You used to flick off the sesame seeds, if I remember. But we're always glad to have folks from out of town come by and visit with us today.
This is the 113th Fort Knox Army Band. The 32-member band has the distinction as the second oldest Army band on active duty. It was originally formed in July of 1840. That's 1840. Based at Fort Knox in central Kentucky, outside just outside of Louisville, as a matter of fact. The group is nicknamed the Dragoons. Their history is a veritable walk through the annals of America. Can we hear them? Fort Knox Army Band. They do a lot of work here in the Louisville area. They do a lot of nice things.
And they absolutely walk and dress smartly. We appreciate that. Cub Scout Pack 230, Boy Scout Troop 148. Were you ever a Scout?
I was. How about you?
I was a Cub and a Boy Scout. Yes, sir. And I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio and do some stuff with them this week. Here is Cub Scout Pack 230 and Boy Scout Troop 148 carrying the largest United States flag in today's Pegasus Parade. This flag is approximately 40 feet by 20 feet, and these 25 scouts are between the ages of 10 and 15. Hey, it's happening.
Yes.
This is it. This is big time. Everybody beam me down. I want to go meet the star.
Captain Kirk.
Hiya, Kirk. Hiya, Kirk. The 1992 Derby Festival Pegasus Parade Grand Marshal William Shatner.
Today you can see Shatner on Rescue 911, the winner of the 1990 People's Choice Award for Favorite New Dramatic Television Series.
One of the great stories in show business has to do with that fellow there and his show, because, you know, it was going to go off the air, and the people literally saved it from going off the air.
His wife Marcy is with us today in the parade, and Mr. Shatner is riding his own horse. Loves horses.
What's the name of that horse?
I prefer Kentucky, I believe it is. Owen Valley High School Marching Band from Spencer, Indiana. The Marching Patriots from Owen Valley High School over in Owen County, Indiana, are here for their 6th appearance in the Pegasus Parade. In 1990, the Patriots led the Walt Disney Electric Light Parade and have placed annually near the top in Indiana State Winter Guard Championships. 195 members strong. The Patriots. Pretty spiffy-looking group, if I do say.
Oh, they're delightful.
Yes.
Sitting here where we are, and all the color and the costumes, the blue and the white, and the red and the white. Hey, they're good. It's like a little ballet performance.
Very
right
well,
here.
yeah, well done.
We need a little touch of class. We need some culture, you and me. You know
think?
That? I think, yeah. I think we got to quit watching those Saturday morning cartoons. Watch some culture. Here comes Shamu. Well, no, that's not Shamu yet. These are still more band guys. Okay, Chico just said turn up the volume.
This is a huge band.
Let's hear that band. Terrific, aren't
Terrific
they?
bands,
Owen
great band.
County, and they're not located northwest of Bloomington, Indiana, home of Indiana University. They are wonderful. They are University of Indiana. They are just terrific. Just terrific. Thank you. America the Beautiful. Always love that. Here comes my favorite gang. I must say I can relate. I was down at SeaWorld in Orlando, and I interviewed a sea cow, and I fell in love. I got to be honest. Shamu and Baby Shamu and other sea creatures of the SeaWorld, sponsored by Anheuser-Busch Company. The Smiling Dolphin leads the way with Shamu and Baby Shamu in pursuit of injured and endangered sea life. They're doing their good deeds. You see
Yes,
what?
they are.
And good deeds do go rewarded. Don't you ever forget that. Try one day. You'll find out. Do something nice for somebody. Lovable sea otters, the rescue team, all right there in your little fish tank. Turtles, manatees. I love manatees. You know, they're an endangered species.
Yes, they are.
And I do a little work down in Florida helping to protect the manatee. We thank you very much. You can visit Shamu at the SeaWorld parks in Orlando, San Diego, San Antonio, and Aurora, Ohio. And we'll be back. Do not go away, because there's more to come here. Oh, are we having fun? Would you pass me another cookie, Don?
There you go. Take the whole plate.
I ate the plate. I want a cookie.
McDonald's Derby Burger is about to begin. And he's off. For the lead, that's bakery fresh bun, followed by quarter-pound beef patty. Here comes American cheese, gaining ground that sizzling bacon. Then it's tomato, mayo, and lettuce. They're right together on the outside sesame seed bun. And the winner, the new McDonald's Derby Burger. Race over to McDonald's for the new Derby Burger, a sure bet for taste and value. Because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Beware, Mikey, of things in the dark. Because Dad's taking us to Kings Island and the Phantom Theater. Phantom Theater? Down in the shadows, there's this guy, and he looks like this. It was the Maestro. Who? The Maestro, that's who.
I didn't say who.
You didn't?
Phantom Theater. New at Kings Island. Now save a full $5 with coupons from McDonald's.
What was once simply a way to get around is now a way to get around rising healthcare costs. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield, we encourage everyone to walk or get some form of exercise for your health because we think it's a step in the right direction.
Peanuts, popcorn, pull tabs, the Red Birds and the Kentucky Lottery, the best game in town. The Kentucky Lottery takes care of the action in the stands. The Red Birds take care of all the action on the field. The Kentucky Lottery pull tabs already a hit with Red Birds fans. You can play pull tabs for as little as 25 cents, win big cash prizes instantly. Sit back, grab some popcorn, grab some peanuts. Don't forget your pull tabs. The Kentucky Lottery, get ready for the most exciting game in town.
Welcome back to the 37th Annual Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. This is your 11th year, huh, Willard?
What a treat, what a nice thing. And they gave me that beautiful award last year, and I've got that hanging up at home.
Well, you don't get another one now to your 50th. They tell you that?
Listen, I'll hang around for 50 years.
Okay.
If you can take me, I can... Look at this. This is the cutest thing in the world.
They are representing the North Central region of Canine Companions, CCI. It's located up in Columbus, Ohio. They are the Kentucky champion canines. Canine Companions, it's the original organization in the world which trains dogs for people with disabilities other than blind and visually impairments.
And
Great
they're
dogs.
all having the best time. Look at them smiling, and that's so sweet. And those dogs, aren't they? They are marvelous. Yeah.
They are great.
The dogs are marvelous, and the people who train these dogs, they deserve all the credit in the world because they have that patience. And you know, so many labs. We've got a lab at home. Labs are very popular for
Good
this.
dogs.
Yep. Okay, representing our state capital of Frankfort is the Kentucky State University Marching Band. And this unit's accompanied by the K-Rets, the dancers from the university and the band playing a variety of popular tunes. And the band is known as the Thoroughbreds and sports brightly colored green and gold uniforms. And maybe, what? I keep my, hey, they're dancing. Let's watch this and listen. This is, now we're cooking. Now the show's on the road. I'm in love again.
Presiding over this year's celebration of Kentucky is 1992 chairman of the Kentucky Derby Festival, Carol Habel. Carol is a native Louisvillian and has been in the real estate business for the past 30 years, specializing in large East End homes, land, and farm sales. A longtime Derby Festival volunteer, Carol has worked with nearly every event committee during her 18-year involvement with the festival. That's longer than you, Willard.
Good heavens.
18 years.
That is a long time.
Carol Hebel.
That's what we always say. People, you know, it's what makes this whole country work. Is the volunteers
That's right.
and dedication.
People who pitch in and do it.
Yep, get the job done.
There's the Ice Hawk and the Red Bird.
I like that.
They got to be kind of warm in those outfits today.
They're boogieing too. That's
They
what I
are.
like. Yeah. I think if you and I did that, the ratings might go up on this show.
You think? Or we'd be off the air completely. One or the other would happen.
I see they got an extra cart there in case one of them passes out, right? Hey, there you go. There's one of the vice presidents over at NBC.
Trying to hitch a ride.
He's directing traffic or looking for work. You can't tell with those guys. And they're right there. They are. Guys are still doing their thing. They are something, aren't they? There's the delivery guy from Domino's. There's back the truck. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, listen here. I can speak with confidence because you want to know something?
What's that?
Somebody asked me today, what's your favorite vehicle? I've got 2 or 3 cars at home, but my favorite vehicle in the whole world is my Ford Ranger. And we got them here. Louisville built, by golly. Louisville built. Limited edition models of the Ford Rangers and Explorers. The hottest selling, the Explorer, the great. We introduced it on this show about 3 years ago.
It's built here in town.
Made right here in Louisville. And recently, let's give them a little hand. This is the kind of news we want to hear more of. Recently, Ford announced the expansion of the Kentucky truck plant, which will add 1,500 jobs to the local
Well, that's
economy.
a boost. That is a boost.
That's terrific.
1,500 jobs.
In the town of Bedrock.
There's your buddy Willard.
There's a yabba-dabba-doo.
Comes the world's most famous caveman, Fred Flintstone. What's he looking for up in the trees there, do you think?
He's looking for squirrels. He thinks they're nuts.
Sponsored today by Biggs. This popular prehistoric pal is big, 58 feet tall. He has a waist size of 16, Willard. That's smaller than yours.
I'm going to send him to Bob's Big Boy Shop.
That's 16 feet, I might add.
Oh, feet. Oh, that's bigger than me.
Created by Smith Special Productions of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Fred Flintstone loves a parade.
Where's Wilma?
Wilma couldn't make it. Boy, is he a big balloon. Look at that thing.
Look at that little kid. Look.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Wilma. What do you say we take a movie here tonight?
That hand waving there is 8 feet long. It says so right here.
You can read? You son of a gun. I thought you were ad-libbing all this.
Oh, I can read numbers.
You're incredible.
Fred Flintstone.
Look at this.
Takes all those kids to hold him down, or he'd be gone.
And I'll tell you, you want some excitement. It's not this way today, but you get a little wind about 20 miles an hour. 50.
Ooh.
I mean, some of those kids would be on Mars by noon.
We're gonna have about 40 people airborne.
That's
you'd have to run down there and rescue them.
Okay, thank you, Freddie. That's it. You've had your 15 minutes of fame. Hopkinsville High School Marching Band. Here comes the Marching Tigers from Hopkinsville High School in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, in the western end of our fabulous Commonwealth. And today the Tigers are playing the theme from Robin Hood and are being directed by Don Martin and Johnny C. Brown. You know the story of Robin Hood. He robbed from the rich and gave to the poor.
I remember that.
That's just the opposite of my agent. There's my agent now. Hopkinsville High School Marching Band. Thank you so much. This is one of those great groups in our parade, the H.J. Heinz Black Percheron Hitch. This equine unit is a reminder of earlier times when all goods were moved by real horsepower. It's the H.J. Heinz Black Percheron Hitch, sponsored by Heinz Pet Products. And the unit consists of 8 black Percherons, each weighing over 1 ton.
Oh.
They're pulling that fabulous,
They're beautiful.
the incredible wagon, a 110-year-old Heinz hitch wagon. It weighs 6,000 pounds.
And I hope this doesn't mean anything, but right behind your horses, Willard, is Kroger's Alex the Meat Cutter.
Uh-oh, he's not. I hope not.
I hope not.
We don't want any horse steaks today. There he is.
I think he's known far and wide to one and all, young and old alike. Alex, the world's most famous meat cutter. Of course, Alex is best known for his television commercials and helpful hints to shoppers. Right behind Alex, appropriately, visiting us from Murfreesboro, Illinois, are the members of Kroger's original world-famous precision Bascart drill team. 13 members of this unit. Kroger employees whose aim is to spread goodwill while having a great time. And if you watch them real close here, they do have a great time. They do some very intricate maneuvers. You have to be in shape to do this, Willard. This isn't your Sunday stroll to the grocery store.
Hey, look at that. They're going into a mode.
They do. They go into a mode. It might be up to you to get them out of that mode.
Hey, Freddie Kroger, he's not a member of that group, is he?
I hope not, or we're in big trouble here. Precision Bascarts.
All right, we're back in business. St. Xavier High School Band. The Marching Tigers of St. Xavier High School in Louisville, our hometown folks. And they're here to play the Star Trek theme in honor of our Derby Festival Pegasus Parade Grand Marshal William Shatner. And these 35 members, by the way, Don, are wearing the St. X, as we call them here in town, the St. X, school colors of green and gold on a classic style band uniform. And they're always a hit, and the people here in town love them. And they are a part of our group, and we're a part of them today. We appreciate that. Can we hear that band? They're in full swing. Give it a shot. Just like we said, isn't that great, Chico? That's why we're not in the big time. For our thousands of fans out there who love commercials, and I do, love them madly, we'll be right back after some fava beans and a good Chianti.
With the Hardee's Kid Special, Mom and Dad can feed their 4 kids for $4. Dad can feed his son and the rest of the basketball team for $5. And Mom can feed her kid, a neighbor's kid, and a kid she doesn't even know for $3. You see, with the Hardee's Kid Special, 1 kid eats for $1. It's for parents who want to feed their kids delicious food for not a lot of money. A regular hamburger, small fries, and a kid's drink, all for $1. Hardee's Kid Special, at only $1 per kid, it's an offer too good to refuse.
Hey, you gonna eat that last fry?
Good. See you at 5:30, Terry.
And in college already? I'm glad we tailored your policy to help with the tuition.
Don, we have your benefits check. Can I come by tonight?
This looks fine. So then you'll get the volunteers together?
Got it covered. Oh, and good luck with Terry tonight.
Hi, Terry.
Ready to get beat, Daddy?
Oh, you optimist.
Commonwealth Insurance. People who care about what's important. People.
Say yes to America's Best at Brody Floor Covering.
We can't afford a new house, but we can definitely afford a new carpet.
With a guarantee you're gonna love.
That's a very good offer.
I think we're finally going to get our new carpets.
It looks even better here than it did in the store.
Exactly what I wanted.
America's Best at Brody Floor Covering, 720 East Broadway. Say yes.
Yes.
We don't exactly have money to burn, but with prices like these, we're buying today.
We are back, and you're looking at the Kentucky Thunder Truck. It's one of the world's tallest car-crushing monster trucks, measuring 23 feet tall with a bed up. Truck is sponsored by Mr. Transmission and emphasizes the strength and durability of the transmissions they build. Custom build and has suspension for you, Willard Scott.
That's a pretty awesome thing when you see it here in front of you
Huge.
like that. That's my kind of truck. From Pekin, Indiana, the Eastern High School Indiana Band. Today, the Marching Musketeers from Eastern High School return for their second Pegasus Parade, and we're just delighted. I hope they're as happy to be here as we are to have them. The band is outfitted in military-style uniforms, but with contemporary accents of purple and gold on white. The Musketeers are playing a mix of rock and Spanish-style music. And I'll tell you, maybe if we get lucky, Chico, this is not one. No, this is a Spanish. He's going to be playing trombone in 2020. We got him all lined up. We got to take him over there to Hubert and give him some of that strawberry pie. Let's hear that band. I told you. Pico says they're playing Macarena. I like Macarena and cheese.
I think I saw something.
Yeah.
Strong from Pekin, Indiana, Eastern High School marching band, the Marching Musketeers. They're from 8th grade through 12th.
They're terrific. They really are. They look terrific and sound great. Got some nice camera work out there. I told you, when you start paying those camera people, they were going to do some good work for you.
Yeah,
I got to tell you, everybody remembers something about a parade special. To me, it's always that incredible, the bands, the smell of fried chicken in this case, and whatever you're wearing your aftershave.
You like that again?
That's what I call a scent. You just 3 squirrels just faded. They got a whiff of that. Representing the Kentucky Shriners, the Prince Hall Grand Lodge and associated members. You've got them right here in front of you. This unit is made up of the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge free and accepted Masons, jurisdiction of Kentucky, with other representatives from the Prince Hall family. And the group has also participated in Shriners parades in Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, and California. They are truly gentlemen, and we salute them here and thank them for being with us today. There's James L. Montgomery, the Grand Master, waving to the crowd. Everybody loves him. That's not him there. That's, I got to read the car there. That's Neil the Queen. I'm sorry, I'd give everybody a name plug, but I can't read the names. I got to go see Dr. Frank, the optometrist. You know that? I need 2 drinks and you make a spectacle of yourself.
Just wash your spectacles.
That's right.
There.
Yes.
Please.
I like those cars too. They're Corvettes, aren't they? I know my vehicles. I think they're Corvettes.
You know, I think the crowd is just about as large as it was last year when we had Norman Schwarzkopf coming down the aisle.
I think you could be right about that.
This is a big crowd.
Because this weather today has really
perfect.
turned out. Wonderful crowd.
Yeah, good crowd.
They've all come to
day.
see you. That's a great member of the Louisville Police Department. We saw a quick shot of him.
I appreciate you getting me out of that jam, too.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you were in terrible shape there. I think they were going to lock you up until I came along. I gave him a lock of Gumbel's hair. That's how I got you out of there. That's a good-looking old Cadillac we're looking at. I don't know if you see it at home yet, but you'll see it in a minute. That's an older one, isn't it? How old is it?
It's an old one.
Ooh, I mean, it goes back a few years. I don't know what year. That's got the big fins. We're talking about something you're not seeing. You're saying the good-looking people. You missed the fin Cadillac. It's gone. I love cars. America's always had a love affair with cars. See, these people, they've been out here really ever since about 10 o'clock this morning, they staking their turf and waving to the camera, and they're just, hey, Ma, I'm on TV.
Right.
I'm on TV. I got my own show.
Try to get that front row on the curb. You see people in their lawn chairs. They bring lawn chairs out here, and they're set up for the full day.
Yep.
And tomorrow they'll be so sunburned they'll have to stay home from school.
Hey, they know what they're doing.
That's absolutely right. A lot of people call in sick tomorrow. The President's Award goes to the Naval Ordinance float. This year, the Naval Ordinance Station from Louisville has chosen to depict a Kentucky moment. On the float is a traditional Kentucky gentleman enjoying a lazy moment within the beauty of the Bluegrass State. Naval Ordinance has been serving the United States Navy from Louisville for 50 years, and they overhaul ordnance equipment, and they support the Navy fleet. Douglas Key designed this float. Took approximately 2,200 non-duty hours, of course, to build the float. Naval Ordnance has been in 20 of the 37 Derby Festival Pegasus parades. That's a fine-looking float right there.
I'm not trying to pull rank, but of course I'm an old Navy man. You know, I think I've reminded you that every time we've done this parade.
Sometimes twice.
A couple of times twice.
Right.
I was Seaman Scott, DD 562, the USS Robinson. And actually, before that, I was a deck ape on a submarine. You know how nice those submarines look as they break up the surface?
Yeah.
And they had all the guys standing there in their dress whites on the deck.
You're a big guy to be in a submarine.
Now, they wouldn't let me in a submarine. I was on a destroyer. And there are those who still believe I am. There's our Kentucky gentleman.
Let's go to John Belsky. John, are you down there?
Yeah, we're right here, right down here on the parade route. I tell you what, we're halfway through the parade now, so let's take a quick poll here on what everybody's favorite part of the parade has been so far. What's been your favorite part?
The dare, because my sister was in it.
Okay. How about you?
I like the Barrett.
Okay.
This is part of our school, traditional school.
Great.
I like the Barrett too because I know somebody that's in it.
Let's hear from the guys here. What's your favorite part of the parade?
The Pegasus float.
The big giant Pegasus bird. How you guys?
Yeah, I like the Bigfoot.
I like the monster truck. Willard, I can picture you driving down the Beltway in D.C. in that baby there.
I agree with you. I tell you, that thing impressed me. I'd never seen one that size. I don't think there are many that size around, are there?
I don't think so. Just the tires were the size of you.
I
that's a
mean,
big truck.
If I stand next to it, it makes me look small. That's why I like it.
I don't think I want to go nuts here about it, but yeah, it's a big truck.
You're not going to leave home for it, in other words, right? You'll keep your old Volkswagen, right? Oh, look at him. He's hungry. He wants some. I'm with him. I'm ready to have dinner.
Yes,
We haven't had anything to eat since 2 o'clock. The Bullet East High School Band. And they're from Mount Washington, Kentucky. And they are gorgeous. Today, the band performing Bravado and the Parade of the Wooden Soldier and other numerous songs, too numerous to mention.
You are, as a matter of fact.
The sunny skies are out today, and I mean, it is beautiful. And if you like what you've seen to the last hour, I should take these silly glasses. If you like what you've seen, there's more to come. Page 2. Bye. We'll be back.
Thursday only, 10 to 10 only. Find spectacular savings at Circuit City's one-day sale. Get our lowest price ever on this JVC compact VHS camcorder, just $699.97. Get a big price break on this Sony CD player, now $99.97. And this 2-channel AT&T cordless phone is a low $64.97. Don't miss the one-day sale, Thursday only at Circuit City.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
Pick the odds-on favorite for savings from the Taylor Drug Derby Sale Circular. Stock up for all the festivities with the great taste of Frito-Lay potato chips. Only 88 cents a bag. Choose 1-liter Schweppes mixers or 2-liter Schweppes Raspberry Ginger Ale for only 69 cents each. And capture all the Derby events instantly with Polaroid Instant Film. Sale priced at only $9.97.
Kasem back again with America's top sellers. There's only one compact pickup that's been #1 for 5 straight years.
We'll return with Casey's answer right after your local Ford dealer's special announcement. Now, Ford Ranger comes with $750 cash back or low 7.9 financing. You won't find a better compact truck anywhere. Hurry, these savings end soon. Now, back to Casey.
The Ford Ranger has held on to the #1 position for 5 years. For America's top sellers and your local Ford dealers, I'm Casey Kasem.
You're looking down Broadway in downtown Louisville, and this is the Corning Painted Post West High School Band visiting our community from Painted Post, New York. Marching Vikings have also been featured in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and in the Disney World Parade. West High Band represents nearly 1/5 of the enrollment of West High School and has traveled throughout the East Coast and is now to the Derby Festival Pegasus Parade in Kentucky. We welcome them from New York. Let's take a listen here.
And the Corning Painted Post West High School Band, we never could say it enough. These people work so hard. Their parents, the teachers, the musical folks at the school, all the work that goes into the preparation of uniforms and performance. We are delighted to be a part of it. We thank them. You know, over 50 years now, audiences the world over have been awestruck by the beauty, the grace, and the sheer power of the high-stepping Budweiser Clydesdales. The world-famous Clydesdales are 8-horse hitch, regally groomed and outfitted in an elaborate leathered brass bridle and harness. Clydesdales have appeared in every major parade in the world. 4-ton beer wagon right there.
I believe it.
With a Dalmatian on top.
And right behind him is the Rockville Junior and Senior High School Band from Rockville, Indiana. Performing on Broadway today as they march down Broadway. Sue Steffi, the band director, is a Kentucky native and marched in the Pegasus Parade when she was in high school at LaRue County High School down in Hodgenville, Kentucky. And she wanted her students to also have the opportunity to participate in the Kentucky Derby Festival. So Sue brought her band back home again. So you can go home again.
Yeah, Thomas Wolfe.
That's right.
You better rethink it, brother.
That's right.
You
Sue
can
Steffi
go home again.
Rockville Junior and Senior High School Band. Good-looking group. They're located in central western Indiana in scenic Park County, Indiana. And let's hear some music here from Park County, Indiana.
Thank you so much. That's terrific. Rockville Junior and Senior High School Band. One of our old pals. He's a familiar face. You see him on television ads. The Sunday. Do you read those things in the Sunday paper where they give you all the coupons and things?
Right.
You see him a lot in that too. This is our friend, A Touch of the Past, provided by the wonderful folks at Pepperidge Farm, driven by Mr. Pepperidge Farm, Charlie Welch. Makes a little grape juice on the side. Thank you. Yeah, glad to see you all.
What a great shot. Great shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little lobster roll and some cookies. Yeah.
You're looking at the Chairman's Award winner, third place for this year's festival parade, the Louisville Gas and Electric Float. LG&E has chosen the theme, Pickin' and Grinnin', as their celebration of Kentucky. From the toots of moonshine jugs brought by early frontiersmen to the sweet sounds of the mountain dulcimer to the quick picking of contemporary bluegrass, music really is an artistic expression long shared by Kentuckians.
You know, of course, that the first bourbon was made here in Kentucky.
And still is.
Still
is.
Bourbon County. I think it's Bourbon County.
It sure is.
Hey, they're great. Look at them. You got the old wash tub. You know, when I was a kid, my grandmother had a number 3 or 4 size. We'd take a bath. That's every Saturday in front of the stove.
Whether you needed it or not.
We could actually clog up the house.
How can you not like bluegrass music?
We'd listen to the Grand Ole Opry on radio, string beat the Kentucky Wonder, take a bath with Lifebuoy soap, and even if you weren't clean, you smelled clean. People knew you. They could smell you for 2 counties away if you used that light. Huh? Oh, is that my cue? Hey, there's the seafaring adventurer himself, Captain Crunch, and he's just arrived in the bluegrass. Captain Crunch cereal is a product of Quaker Oats, and the sales of that brand of cereal funded today's appearance of Captain Crunch.
And we welcome the New Albany High School Band from across the river in Indiana, the oldest public high school in the state of Indiana. The Marching Bulldogs are serenading us with an American overture celebrating our American heritage. This band was originally formed in 1910. Those kids don't look a day over 18.
I was going to say, boy, they are really, whatever they're drinking up there in the water, I want to check that out up in Indiana.
127 members strong. They've also been in the Indy 500 Festival Parade. They've been to Disney World. Today marks the debut, by the way, of the band's new uniforms. We're getting the first-time look at the New Albany High School Band uniforms. And does that drum sound like a beginning of a song, do you think?
I think that is a prelude. The instruments are now in the ready position.
Yes, sir. Let's listen.
so happy and so full of life. I tell you, that makes me feel good. I forget about the arthritis in my right knee. Oh, boy, to be young again. Lending a hand now to celebrate Kentucky's bicentennial. That's 200, you know, bicentennial.
200 years.
200 years, yes.
I thought it was.
I want to make sure you knew that. Is the Helping Hand, sponsored by General Mills. Makers of Cheerios, the Lone Ranger, that was sponsored for years. This hand measures 45 feet tall and is made of 245 square yards of rubberized vinyl, sort of like your head. Don. It stays afloat with the help of 4,365 cubic feet of helium, and the balloon handlers, members of the Kentucky Army and Air National Guard, have got their hands full. Everybody's a show person today. Look at that. They know how to play the crowd.
Yes, sir. WGZB-FM vehicle. Get it? Vehicle?
B. S-N.
Right.
Isn't that cute?
Forget it. I have to explain it as too much.
I like that car the B's
in.
in.
A 1991 Bentley convertible.
That ain't chopped liver, as
no,
we say.
It certainly isn't. That bee will sting you if you touch that car. We're going to take a break with the WGZB-FM vehicle.
We'll be
right back.
Right, yeah. That's terrible. Yeah.
At some fast food restaurants, the burgers hang around in the red light district until you drop in. Not at Rally's. Every Rally burger is made to order fresh for you in less than a minute. Rally's has it fresh. Rally's has it fast.
Thank you for coming to Rally.
Rally's has it right.
Discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
In the rain and snow, on the road again, I'm on the road again, on the road again, I'm on the road. When you're out with the girls or out with the guys, this calls for a Coke with your burger and fries. Coke! This calls for a Coke.
Fresh from the fountain, Coca-Cola Classic. The real thing crackling over ice. The one-of-a-kind taste made one at a time.
This calls for a Coke. This calls for the real. This calls for a Coke.
Hey, we're back in business, and here's some of the best people in the world. These are the fans that make this program possible. They've been out here for 2 days staking their claim. That's same to you.
I think she was talking to you.
Was she?
I think so.
Hey, listen, we're back in business. This is the Census Bureau float, and what is, I can't read that.
It won the Addison F. McGee Award.
The reason I can't, there he is, Puff the Magic Dragon. Thank you. I just noticed you got a bigger monitor than I do. Nothing personal. Hey, there. 3 mermaids on board with Puff in case he encounters some rough seas ahead. Puff's eyes move, his tail wiggles, and he sends a spray of bubbles as he passes. It's kind of like working with you in this booth. That's right, the local guy.
That's right, you're on this is my home turf here. I get the best monitor.
I knew when I had to braille the picture, I was in trouble when I came into this place.
When I come to New York, you get the best monitor.
Isn't that a nice mermaid? Remember Peter, Paul, and Mary, wasn't it? That was their big song.
That's right. 1960s you're going back to.
Oh, I told you I was a disc jockey back in the 60s. I was a big star back in the. Oh, look how pretty they are. That's nice. That's lovely. That's beautiful.
The Hart County High School Band, 68 young Americans here representing Hart County High School from Munfordville, Kentucky. Today they are playing Firestar, one of their selections from this past fall's performances.
I've been loving
The Marching Raiders began with 11 members in 1980 and has grown to as many as 104 members. The Hart Countyans have also participated in Mardi Gras and Peach Bowl parades. Hart County Willard is down by Mammoth Cave area in south central Kentucky.
That's all those limestone caves too, aren't they? Those old
That's
ones.
right. National Park down there. Pretty area.
I tell you, I don't know much about geography or science, but I know that limestone is very, very critical in the manufacture of a certain product.
In Bedford, Indiana, up here, limestone capital of the world.
Well, I was thinking as the water as it passes through the limestone, it takes on a miraculous quality.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. That's one of the great things about limestone. It can take water and do wonderful things with it. Pretty young ladies, aren't they sweet? Gorgeous.
You ever tried to spin one of those things like that with one hand? That is...
I did okay. The guy next to me,
that's right. He was kind of bruised up.
He had no sense of humor at all.
Hart County High School Band from Munfordville, Kentucky.
Hey, our next guest today, he not only has marched down Broadway here in Louisville, in this case he's marched down Broadway in New York and Rodeo Drive in beautiful Beverly Hills from NBC's hit daytime drama, Days of Our Lives.
You finally found the right network here.
That's it, finally got the right, for us it is. Matthew Ashford, he stars as Jack Devereaux, Billy Johnson, and has been honored with Soap Opera Digest Awards for the best villain in 1989, and Super Couple with Melissa Brennan in 1990. Matthew grew up in Iowa and Virginia and attended the prestigious, he was a big boy.
It must have been exhausting.
Yes, he commuted to school every day from Omaha to Norfolk. I mean, you should...
That would wear me out.
I'm telling you, you should have seen his bill,
yes,
as Donald Duck said.
Sparky, the antique fire truck. Fire dog and mascot for Jefferson County Volunteer Fire Service. Following Sparky, there's Sparky right there. And following Sparky, we'll get a shot of it here in a second, the 1941 Mack Antique Fire Pumper. Sparky's pretty serious about this thing, I think.
He's cute, isn't he?
There's that 1941 Mack
We
Antique.
keep saying he. How do we know it's a he? It could be a she, you know. This
could be. You never know.
I'm telling you,
These firefighting trucks represent the Jefferson County Volunteer Fire Service, illustrate 50 years of advancements in technology. You're seeing from 1940 to 1990 here.
Can you hear that engine as it revs up? It's
That's an engine.
That is an engine. How old is that thing?
1941 Mack.
That's a powerful piece of equipment. Here comes the newer version. Eastern High School, representing the community of Middletown, Kentucky, founded in 1797. As the midpoint for the travelers from Louisville to Shelbyville, it's the Eastern High School Marching Band. And these Marching Eagles were at one time called the Marching 100, but today appear in the Derby Festival Pegasus Parade, 130 members strong. And I think they are playing, Chico, so if you and Harpo and Groucho turn up the volume. I like a big finish, don't you?
Well, at least we were there for it. Eastern High School. Ned Beatty went to Eastern High School.
Who did?
Ned Beatty.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You never tell me these things till we get in.
I like to hold back some of the good stuff.
You're terrific.
We're going to get some more music here, I think, out of Eastern High.
40 years you've held back the good stuff.
Very nice. Eastern High School. The Parade Chairman's Award this year goes to the Jefferson County Public Schools float. Full steam ahead for the County Public Schools, celebrating Kentucky's next generation on this float. A steamboat symbolic of our river city features live entertainment from the Next Generation Tour show at the Youth Performing Arts School, Mazik Middle School Jugglers, and students from Sanders Elementary in the school bus. And they're having a great time. Jefferson County Public Schools. Good-looking float. We have a lot more good-looking stuff coming your way down Broadway in Louisville. Stay with us.
I'm going to go see if I can get us some fried chicken. I'll be back in a minute.
It's the best idea you've had.
Watch these commercials, and I'm going to wrap it up now.
If you have goals, we have schedules. Spalding University. Go and get it.
People are saying yes to Toyota in record numbers and getting the year's best deals. Big savings on options, plus even bigger dealer discounts make saying yes easy.
I said yes, and my Toyota dealer saved me a lot of money.
Yes.
My Toyota dealer went out of his way to save me some money.
Right now, your Toyota dealer's putting it all together. Big savings, great deals, flexible financing, immediate delivery, but not for long. See your Toyota dealer and make no payments for 90 days. Yes, we can.
Low just got lower. Winn-Dixie has reduced thousands of our already low prices. Lower than ever. This is not a sale. These are everyday prices, lowered even more. At Winn-Dixie, we know saving money is important to you. That's why we work hard to give you a lower total food bill. We invite you to come in and see for yourself how low just got lower.
Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Make the great escape to seafood or Captain D's. Make the great escape.
Escape to Captain D's for complete shrimp meals, including a free 20-ounce drink for just $3.99. The 8-piece shrimp dinner or the bite-sized shrimp dinner. Both include a Great Escape Collector's Cup while they last.
At the great little seafood place. Captain D's. Yeah. Make the great escape.
It's Uncle Don and Little Willie sitting here looking silly right up in the booth. And I just got some fried chicken, brother. It pays to advertise. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to eat that as soon as the South Oldham High School Band performs. One of the top four. Oh, they're playing my old Kentucky home, aren't they? Play pickup. I didn't get that yet. You don't chew gum when they're playing the national anthem. That was terrific. I didn't give them enough credit there, the South Oldham High School Band, but they were playing our song, and we appreciate it. Oldham County, of course, is just a little bit east of Louisville. Thank you.
Sounded great.
Wasn't that great?
Very nice. Rocky Mountain horses are with us. Tradition that indicates around the turn of the century, a young horse from the Rocky Mountains was traded for supplies in eastern Kentucky. And this gave rise to a line of horses represented today. Rocky Mountain Horse Association was founded in 1986, and it is dedicated to preserving and promoting these fine animals, Rocky Mountain horses.
Excuse me, you got me with a bite of chicken.
You're still eating chicken?
Actress and musician Dawn Lewis, known as Jaleesa Benson on NBC's A Different World, returns to the Pegasus Parade. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Dawn began her music studies at New York's Music and Art High School. I've been up there. Great performers that school turned out. She went on to attend the University of Miami, studying musical theater as her major, and she toured off-Broadway and nationally with the Tap Dance Kid, and then landed her role on A Different World. Beautiful lady, a very talented actress, and a great addition to the 37th Pegasus Parade.
And we welcome to the Pegasus Parade the Navy Steel Band from New Orleans, Louisiana. Comes the 9-member Navy Steel Band. Steel drum bands originated in Trinidad. This unit, however, is made up of active duty Navy personnel. The Navy Recruiting District headquarters covers the tri-state area of Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia, with its headquarters in Louisville, and they are making some noise out there.
Man, I love that sound. I love that sound.
Good sound.
You sit there with a straw hat on your head, one of those little
That's
funny
right.
pineapple
Great
things.
party music.
Oh, my. Hey,
here's your buddy.
I'm Gumby, doggone it. I don't want to swear on the air. You know him. Remember him from the Coneheads Saturday night? He was once a little green dab of clay, and then the talented hands of his creator, Art Clokey, shaped him into the world's first green superstar. It's
Gumby.
Gumby.
Sponsored today by Tumbleweed Mexican Restaurants here in town. The big clay kid stands a towering 60 feet tall. There's a good shot. You can see the feet for sure. Yes, and they're everybody pulling Gumby.
His feet are too big for the bed, isn't it? That's a real Gumby.
We're being Gumbied.
Jefferson High School band, 122 marching Red Devils. That's 244 feet. Isn't that right?
I think you're absolutely right there.
Give or take a foot, right? Anyway, members from Jeffersonville High School in Jeffersonville, Indiana, that great state across the river, the Ohio River. We can reach out and touch someone from Louisville. And one of the songs they love to play is Zippity Doo-Dah from the Walt Disney classic Song of the Sound. And I don't think they're playing that now, are they? But whatever they are.
They're preparing to do something very big here, though.
Well, I think the smartest thing I could do, well, they quit. No, here they go again. Pick them up there. Jingle.
It is. Very nice. Jefferson High School marching band.
That's Zippity Doo-Dah. They did play it. One of the great things in that picture is the word bodacious.
Bodacious, yeah.
Bodacious.
You ever get a chance to go to a Jeffersonville New Albany High School basketball game, Willard?
No, but if
like
you'd ever
going to the movie.
If you'd invite me to come down, I'd do it. I'd do it.
Well, we'll have to try that sometime. American Saddlebred Pleasure Horses. The returning reserve equine champions are the American Saddlebred Pleasure Horses. You see them right there. They started in the mid-1800s. They were used in the Civil War, demonstrating incredible endurance and dependability. That is not one of the Saddlebred horses. That is a horse with stars in its eyes, looking for Willard Scott.
I think he's a fan.
The goal of this group is to promote the American Saddlebred as a show horse and a riding horse. Those costumes, by the way, are authentic turn-of-the-century costumes.
They're really beautiful horses, aren't they?
They are. They do a lot of work.
Okay, we got it. 77 degrees and everybody's happy. The Kentucky Harvest Levy's Lumber Float. Here's the world's largest edible float by Kentucky Harvest and Levy's Lumber, celebrating Kentucky's bountiful harvest. 6,450 onions, 5,040 apples,
Wow.
4,763 bananas.
See that man in the tractor? That's Joe Huber right there.
Is that Joe, the one that made the beautiful?
He made the strawberry cake for us.
I got to tell you, I've eaten a lot of cakes in my day, but I didn't believe I just come back from lunch and I knocked off about 7 slices of his fabulous.
You said there's 4,700 bananas. I believe it.
Yeah, count those again, will you, while I'm having another piece of chicken?
You better eat some of those. They're starting to get ripe, I think.
There's 8,640 live tomato, cabbage, and marigold plants. You know, a lot of people, I garden a little bit organically, not a whole lot, but if you plant marigolds supposedly keep some of the bugs away. Do you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Who is that?
That's Mr. Levy of Levy's Lumber.
Okay. Last year, by the way, Kentucky Harvest collected and distributed 6.2 million pounds of food to folks that need to eat that don't have enough money to buy their own.
And we welcome
God
Walt
bless.
Willie to the parade today. He plays the charming lawyer entrepreneur Jackson Montgomery, who has a taste for trouble and a talent for success on ABC's All My Children. Walt majored in sculpture at Southern Illinois University.
You just never know, do you?
You don't run into too many sculpture majors.
No, you don't. That's true.
I'll be darned. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back with more of the 37th Annual Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. Don't go away.
Good. Now I can eat my chicken.
Yes.
Good. See you at 5:30, Terry.
And in college already? I'm glad we tailored your policy to help with the tuition.
Don, we have your benefits check. Can I come by tonight?
This looks fine. So then you'll get the volunteers together?
Got it covered. Oh, and good luck with Terry tonight.
Hi, Terry.
Ready to get beat, Daddy?
Oh, you optimist.
Commonwealth Insurance. People who care about what's important. People.
Like I was saying, I just bought a new air conditioner. Got a great deal. They say my energy bills could really drop.
A Lennox must be a Lennox.
Oh, yes.
Call my friends at Richard Becht Heating and Cooling for quality service. Their friendly employees have been satisfying Southern Indiana's comfort needs for over 30 years.
Becht Heating and Cooling, where quality and service meet. Give our team a call today.
Must be a Lennox.
All the racing experts agree. On Derby Day, the best way to get to Churchill Downs is on Tark. Not the fanciest way to get around town, but maybe the smartest.
Watson's challenges the competition to match our prices on any size above-ground pool during Watson's incredible free installation sale. Purchase any size pool and Watson's will do it all. Plus, save on leisure-based spas during Watson's free installation sale.
We've got a beautiful day here in downtown Louisville. Beautiful day to eat fried chicken. Beautiful day to just be outdoors and watch a parade, isn't it?
What did you say about the fried chicken? Boy, that stuff is good, isn't it?
This is the Jeffersontown High School band, Willard.
They're my favorite. Anybody wears a kilt. I love it. Got them leading the group there with the bagpipes. Lamar Richardson has been the band director since 1966, and the band has also performed in many cities all across the country. About you, but I love a bagpipe. I've always, since I was a little kid, I've loved them. And that band is patterned after the Britain Coldstream Guard, and their uniforms and coats, of course, same. Scotland and Brave, they're playing as they say goodbye.
Here comes the first place sweepstakes award, Brown and Williamson float. Today, Brown and Williamson is celebrating Kentucky's future with education leading the way on this animated float. Leading the float is a large stack of books topped with a graduation mortar board. Pencils and pens. On the sides of the float are a box of crayons, an old-fashioned school desk, a child at a computer workstation, and a dancing calculator. Don't see that every day. Employee volunteers of Brown & Williamson spent 2,000 hours building this float, and it is the company's 7th Pegasus Parade appearance. Brown & Williamson.
Could I say one thing? Could I do an editorial opinion?
I guess.
I just, I've thought so many times in seeing this education float, all the teachers that I had, almost everyone that I can remember back, what wonderful things they did for my life.
Oh, they work so hard, so many hours.
All the love and devotion, and I mean that for all teachers everywhere. Can't say enough nice things. What a service, what a marvelous bit of dedication. Today, the Kentucky Derby Museum is showing its latest addition to their horse racing memorabilia collection, and it is a real winner. You are seeing it right now on your screen. There it just disappeared. We got a front shot. This is the original restored Calumet Farm van. And this Kentucky Derby Museum has housed such favorites as Citation, Ponder, Pensive, Iron Liege, and Tim Tam and Whirlaway, just to name a few.
And the honorary Grand Marshal this year, Kaywood Ledford, the voice of the Kentucky Wildcats. He is the honorary Grand Marshal of the Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. Of course, he has had a career that spanned 5 decades. Kaywood has been voted Sportscaster of the Year 22 times for Kentucky. 4 times he's been named the top college basketball announcer in the nation. Kaywood and his wife Frances live in Lexington, and that man could run for any office in the Commonwealth, and it would probably be a unanimous decision.
Isn't that an amazing thing, somebody like that does so much and works so hard over the years. And in our industry, that's one of the great things where we can get people to love us and, you know, include us as a part of their life. And I know he feels that way. It's a great honor for him and for the people in Kentucky and people who are basketball fans to enjoy his work for so many years. Hailing from Huber Heights, Ohio, near Dayton, were some of the greatest inventions in the whole world. Did I ever tell you about?
I heard that.
I wish we had time to talk. The zip top came from Dayton, the airplane, the self-starter, ethyl gasoline.
And the Wayne High School Band.
And the Wayne High School. You're moving me right along nicely. The Marching Warriors are playing racing theme selections like Camptown Races. In fact, they're playing that right now. Want to hear that? Isn't that great?
That's a terrific band, Wayne High School. Terrific band.
Yeah, Camptown Races at my old Kentucky home. That's what you call a natural pair, right?
Boy. Very impressive. From Huber Heights, Ohio, the Kentucky Paso Fino owners and breeders. 500 years ago, and Columbus brought the Paso Fino breed of horses to America. And to honor this are 12 members of the Kentucky Paso Fino Owners and Breeders Association. And down there among those Paso Finos is John Belsky. John, where are you?
Hello there. I tell you what, Derby Week, you get people from all around the country come to visit Louisville. Hi, where are you from?
Topeka, Kansas.
And you come back every year for the Derby Festival
year.
here. What's your favorite event?
The races.
The races. There you go. And you're from Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati.
Enjoying yourself here again?
Love it.
All
This
right.
is hometown.
Well, good to hear. Glad to have you back here. And again, we want to remind you that people come from all over the place. We certainly welcome them to Louisville. Glad things are working out for the parade this year. Looks good here. Okay.
Good looking group down there with John.
Well, they dress smartly, don't they? I like to watch them step off like that.
Paso Fino breed's considered to be the smoothest riding horse in the world.
You want to see something one of these days that'll really make your heart sing? Watch me try to post. You ever know how to post when you ride a horse? Your bottom is supposed to be in sync with the horse's gait.
I'd like to see that.
Oh,
I might pay money to see that.
It registers on the Richter scale, so to speak.
Keep him out of California.
I always admire, I mean, I got to be honest, I admire people that can handle horses, know how to really, they look so good. I always like to think I look like that. It's like when I buy clothes at the store, they never look on me like they do the mannequins. These people are the lucky winners of gold Pegasus pins from Tuesday night's floating preview party at Commonwealth Convention Center. All gold pins are returned to the festival, and the winners' names are entered into a drawing for grand prizes off to the Derby.
And this is the Carroll County High School Band, 64 members strong. The Band of Gold from Carroll County High School in Kentucky. Let's give a listen here. Carroll County, Kentucky, nestled up along the Ohio River between here and Cincinnati. Pretty area of the state.
I think one time, excuse me, I flew over the Ohio River late October, and that's one of the, went up to Portsmouth, Ohio. That's one of the prettiest views, all the colors in the trees.
Just beautiful.
The Ohio River is one of the prettiest rivers in the whole world. Am I on? I got my tube of toothpaste. Look at these teeth. These are 58-year-old teeth. Look at them. Look at them sparkle and shine. That's because
Can I stop now?
Yes, you can stop. That's because I use my Colgate, the regular, great taste. Colgate Palmolive showing a Kentucky-style celebration of fun and music. A traditional mountain man bringing the celebration your way in the back of his antique moonshiner's truck. Notice the headlights and the wheels. I had an uncle who used to make that stuff. He had heavy-duty springs in the truck of his back of his. I think he had an old Ford car, if I remember right, 39 Ford.
Moonshine girls there.
They finally got him. I think he ended up making little ones out of big ones there for a while. For a while, he made some good stuff. Anyway, we thank him. Colgate-Palmolive is also the home of the world's second largest clock, easily seen from downtown, and they employ 800 folks here. 75 years a part of our fabulous area, Kentuckiana.
Patriotic theme is filling the air right now as the Beech Grove Marching Hornets High School Band from Indiana comes down the Pegasus Parade Route. These 114 students represent an Indiana 2000 school, which is one of a select number of progressive Hoosier schools committed to educational excellence. Beech Grove High School.
More bagpipes.
Sounds like your kind of music here.
I love them. My lads and lasses. If they play Amazing Grace, I'll faint. That's my favorite song in a pipe. No, this is my favorite song.
My Old Kentucky Home on the bagpipe.
Excuse me, I was so captivated by the pipe sound of old Kentucky. That's beautiful. I think I'm going to have him add that to my funeral and have him play that one pipe in old Kentucky. Oh, excuse me. The Corsair Shrine Color Guard, the Aero Patrol Color Guard, is carrying the colors for the 104-year young Louisville-based Corsair Shrine Temple. You know, Corsair's never missed appearing in a Pegasus parade, an unmatched feat in Kentucky Derby Festival history. We'll be back. Don't go away as we have more pipe music to pipe us into a little commercial kazoo.
McDonald's Derby Burger is about to begin. And he's off. For the lead, that's bakery fresh bun, followed by quarter-pound beef patty. Here comes American cheese gaining ground that sizzling bacon. Then it's tomato, mayo, and lettuce. They're right together on the outside sesame seed bun. And the winner, the new McDonald's Derby Burger. Race over to McDonald's for the new Derby Burger, a sure bet for taste and value. Because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Right now at Winston Pittman's Cardinal Dodge, get a 92 Shadow for only $69.88. Take on any job with this Dakota starting at $89.88. Or drive home this family minivan for as low as $12,988. The best deals on wheels, Cardinal Dodge, 5311 Dixie Highway.
Derby Festival, celebrate Kentucky.
Let's all join in the fun. Celebrate festival day and night. As the party goes on, rain or shine.
Derby Festival, celebrate Kentucky.
Celebrate, celebrate festival.
Good news. True Value Hardware stores have the best thing to happen to yard care in years. It's spring into savings with remarkable values for your lawn and your garden. You'll find mowers and edgers, grass seed and plant food, even sprinklers and sprayers. There are famous brands too, like Black & Decker, Weed Eater, and Green Thumb. But hurry, spring into savings ends soon. So stop by a True Value Hardware store displaying the Spring into Savings banner today.
And we are back to the 37th Annual Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. We're looking at the Corsair Shrine Temple Oriental Band. Only non-musicians make up this band. Each performer plays by number instead of reading sheet music. I didn't know that, did you?
No.
That's true. They don't know, they're not musicians. They just make music.
That music, you know, really gets to me. I mean, that music gets me all fired up. I want to go out and dance or put on a veil or do something. Is it? We got it, and it's all happening right here today. The prettiest day in the world in Louisville. 77 degrees. Corsair Charities Temple Float. Bringing back in your own backyard is the Corsair Charities Temple Float theme today at the Pegasus Parade. And leading the float is a steamboat at the base of a 19th century plantation landscaped to reflect Kentucky's beauty in the springtime. And it is that. Flying in here today, absolutely look gorgeous. Moving along with the float is the Shriners' representation of Kentucky now with 100-year-old Children's Hospital, a horse in the winner's circle, a lottery machine, and an 8-foot hot air balloon replica for the Kentucky Derby Festival. And this year, the Shriners, by the way, donated 1,750 hours to create and design and build this float right here in their own backyard. That is really attractive. From paddle wheel to the horses.
Yes, sir. This is the Corsair Shrine Brass Band, Willard, another musically gifted Corsair Shrine Temple unit.
Back in 1990, the brass band won the coveted Excellence Award at the Imperial Shrine Convention in Chicago. They do make great music. I rode in Sioux City, Iowa. I rode with these guys, not this group, but a similar group. That's one of the wildest afternoons I think I've ever spent in my life.
Did they give you something to play?
I tell you, yeah, they got accompaniment there. Can you hear it?
Yeah, let's turn that up.
Hey, that's a regal crowd. Thanks, gang. You all are terrific. They got a cushy job. They get to sit down and ride.
Yeah, sit down, ride, and play music.
Over the river and through the woods. Guess who's coming up next?
I know exactly who's coming up next.
I bought all the tapes. They just released a whole bunch of those.
Bullwinkle J. Moose. Uh-oh. Under the wires.
He's doing the limbo.
He's doing
right down here in Broadway.
Chubby Checker. Didn't Chubby Checker do that sort of thing?
If Chubby Checker's in the limbo, that would register on the record scale.
Turn the moose loose. By popular demand, the Kentucky Derby Festival and Citizens Fidelity Bank proudly presents Bullwinkle J. Moose. 65 feet of Bullwinkle J. Moose. Well, those wires are kind of scary for a moose, you know that?
No moose is good moose. That's what they... Sounds like Laurel and Hardy music they're playing. They're having a little trouble. His tummy won't quite. Now he's
struggling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're entertained. Yeah, the youngsters, they love it. They love it.
Kids love Bullwinkle J.
I like Bullwinkle. I think Bullwinkle and Rocky, and what was the boy, Professor? What was his name?
It's been a long time.
Peabody or something. And the little boy, what was the boy's name? I got every one of those brand new tapes.
They're getting it through the wires, though. Yeah. They're going to make it here. We're going to see Bullwinkle stand straight up here in a second.
Wouldn't that do it? Yeah, that's right. You got to pay him $50 extra to get him out of that wire.
There's 37 Citizens Fidelity Bank volunteer balloon handlers are keeping this moose under control here.
What, isn't that what? That's when the horse goes across the finish line. It's a wire, right? I mean,
right.
Now it's an electronic eye or something. It used to be. So Bullwinkle, he's going to come in first, second, and third. Have they got him through there yet?
I hope. There he goes.
Hey!
There he goes. Lifting him up.
Congratulations. Is that the last hurdle he's got?
He's got kind of an odd look in his face, doesn't he? There he is.
There he comes. Now he looks like the moose we've all come to know and love.
There are some of those volunteer handlers from Citizens.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I didn't see the antlers. Are they wearing antlers?
Yeah, they're wearing antlers.
That's great.
There's Bullwinkle, stretching his legs a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, that was a tough ordeal. Can you imagine?
He's got to go under Interstate 65 up here.
What's the matter with you? That's where he went to school.
Yeah. What's the matter with you is going to be Interstate 65 up here. He's going to get under next.
Can you imagine some guy that didn't know there was a parade in town? This moose floats over his automobile.
I think he'd probably pull off to the first rest stop and take a little nap. See those antlers?
Oh, there they are.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you, he's just passing in front of us now live, and I'll tell you, he's a big one. That is a big one.
It's a moose.
Okay, gang, we've got the James A. Cowan High School Band, and they are from Harlan, Kentucky. The coal capital of the great Commonwealth Marching Trojan Band. Directed by Robert Hansel, the Marching Trojans have earned awards in the Black Gold Festival, the Inter Music Festival, and received a superior rating in the Opryland competition. Let's hear them. Beautiful ladies out there in that part of the country. Handsome gentlemen. Okay, for our thousands of fans who've been waiting for a commercial, we aim to please. We don't want to disappoint anybody. Besides, I've still got a thigh and 2 wings left. We'll be back after this. Pass me some more of that chicken.
With the Hardee's Kid Special, Mom and Dad can feed their 4 kids for $4. Dad can feed his son and the rest of the basketball team for $5. And Mom can feed her kid, a neighbor's kid, and a kid she doesn't even know for $3. You see, with the Hardee's Kid Special, 1 kid eats for $1. It's for parents who want to feed their kids delicious food for not a lot of money. A regular hamburger, small fries, and a kid's drink, all for $1. Hardee's Kid Special, at only $1 per kid, it's an offer too good to refuse.
Hey, you gonna eat that last fry?
Good. See you at 5:30, Terry.
And in college already? I'm glad we tailored your policy to help with the tuition.
Don, we have your benefits check. Can I come by tonight?
This looks fine. So then you'll get the volunteers together?
Got it covered. Oh, and good luck with Terry tonight.
Hi, Terry.
Ready to get beat, Daddy?
Oh, you optimist. Commonwealth Insurance. People who care about what's important. People.
Your car's transmission has over 300 parts, so servicing it is no job for amateurs. The professionals at Mr. Transmission can analyze your transmission problems, pinpoint exactly how to fix it, and tell you exactly how much it will cost. And they can back it with a lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Thanks to Mr. Transmission, that could be a long, long time.
Check the yellow pages for the Mr. Transmission nearest you.
Kasem talking about America's top sellers. What full-size pickup has held on to the #1 position for 15 straight years?
While you think about Casey's question, your local Ford dealer's got some special news about the all-new Ford F-150. Right now is the time to save big with cash back or low financing. But you gotta hurry. See your local Ford dealer today. Now, back to Casey.
The Ford F-150's been #1 for 15 years and still counting. For America's top sellers and your local Ford dealers, I'm Casey Kasem.
Welcome back. Sir Friendly C and his friends and the Navy Junior ROTC unit from Iroquois High School are here for the first time in the Pegasus Parade, and we welcome Sir Friendly C. Been in existence for 3 years, developed to reach out to the children in the western end of Louisville. Good group. Iroquois High School.
We say no, what to do? You guys are lying.
Music is the primary tool Sir Friendly uses. But he's no ordinary rapper. He is also a Louisville policeman.
I came home, I put food in my tummy. But mama always said, don't be a dummy, yummy. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to make money. It's okay to be productive in the land of milk and honey. Walk it, tack, tack it, walk, give a boom. The seeds never boom, and cool's not strong. The seeds never boom.
friendly sea. The Knights of Columbus float, celebrating the founding of America by Christopher Columbus over 500 years ago, is the Knights of Columbus float. The design of this float was inspired by members Charles Willinger and Biz Cusack. At the front of the float is a replica of the Santa Maria. How about that?
You know the other, the Pinta and the Nina and the Guachapalupa. There's Chris standing on the poop deck.
Doesn't look a day over 500.
He sure doesn't.
Knights of Columbus members in patriotic dress are flanking the float, as you can see here, celebrating the technical accomplishments of Americans.
We got the Ballard High School Band celebrating Kentucky with their version of My Old Kentucky Home. They've been playing it up and down the parade route, 1.7 miles. And if we turn up the old volume indicator or press the digital, we can hear them. Well, they didn't play My Old Kentucky Home, but they have been playing it. And we thank you for being with us, Ballard High School Band. Drum major is Kristen Locke, and her assistant was Lisa Weathers.
And we welcome to Louisville the Indianapolis Mounted Police Patrol from the city of Indianapolis. Mounted Police Patrol on their quarter horses. This police unit has patrolled the downtown Indianapolis area for the past 8 years. Very active, full-time law enforcement and public relations unit for the department. And if you're ever in downtown Indianapolis, these fine-looking animals and patrol officers are doing their job. They're downtown. We welcome Mercy High School's basketball team here. The Mercy basketball team is here to help celebrate the 200th year of Kentucky and also their 1992 state basketball championship. 3 of these team members are on the Kentucky All-State team, and they